We'll be the first ones to admit that we wish we were rich kids. Imagine how great it would be to live a life of luxury and not have to worry about money at all. Not only did the rich kids of Thailand win the genetic lottery by being born wealthy, they also won the geographical lottery for being born into such a beautiful country. This bucket list destination is full of exotic views and adventure. Make sure to keep watching until the end to learn all about Thailand's extremely rich kids. This country definitely has money to spend, and the rich kids that live there know exactly how to spend it best. From lounging around on expensive yachts to buying the latest designer brands, the world is your oyster when you're young and rich in Thailand. But who exactly are the rich kids of this Southeast Asian country? Make sure to get your popcorn ready because you're about to find out. Pang Ployvaran is the young, hot daughter of the billionaire deputy managing director of Siam Winery. Known for their popular spy wine coolers, Siam Winery was first created with the mission to offer consumers wine as a healthy alcoholic drink. Not only does Pang get to live a life by design thanks to her wealthy dad, she probably also gets to sample all the finest wines for free. From the looks of her Instagram page, it seems like Pang is constantly on vacation. Hopping from luxury hotel to luxury hotel seems to be her full-time job, and she looks good doing it too. And if you're a foodie, you're going to love looking through all the fancy food pictures that she posts. We can only dream of one day living the kind of life that Pang lives. This girl owns more designer goods than we've ever seen in our lifetime. Plus, have you seen the size of the bouquets that she's always showing off on Instagram? We're not sure if she's being spoiled by someone or if she just buys them for herself, but we're super jealous either way. Pimpi Sitcharathavat, also known as Pear, is heiress to the multi-billionaire company Central Group. Although her family is seriously wealthy, her parents tried not to spoil her while she was growing up. Back in 2010, Pear was featured on a TV show called The World's Richest Teenager and Me, in which she revealed that she was only given $4 per day as an allowance. Nowadays, Pear has a degree in interior architecture and works as a radio host, TV presenter, MC, and young entrepreneur. She admits that she'll probably end up running her family's business in the future, but she's still young and wants to live her own life for now. The biggest reason that we would want to trade places with Pear is so that we could cuddle with her adorable Pomeranian Muyung. We just can't resist his fluffiness. Birdie Parva is another rich kid from Thailand that you're going to want to follow on Instagram. The origins of Birdie's wealth are unclear, but we can only assume that she comes from a billionaire family like the rest of them. She graduated from university in economics, but decided to boldly pursue a career in fashion instead. Being a rich kid must have boosted her credibility in the fashion world because she's already worked with huge brands like Versace, Sephora, Givenchy, and BMW. This fashion entrepreneur's connections have definitely helped to boost her career, but she's also a hard worker. Birdie may only be in her 20s, but she already has her own fashion line called Parva Collection. All the rich kids that we've talked about so far have been fairly harmless, but have you heard about Bangkok's dangerous rich kids? There are some children of privilege in Thailand that sadly believe that they're invincible. At the top of this blacklist is the son of a very wealthy man who owns a luxury car import company. Jane Pop Baraporn was recklessly driving his Mercedes at 150 miles per hour when he rear-ended a mid-sized car, causing it to burst into flames. The couple inside the mid-sized car perished because of Jane Pop's bad decision, but his social status will most likely allow him to get off scot-free. A national police spokesman has addressed the situation by saying, "The law is the law. Whether you are rich or poor, you have to pay for what you've done." But Jane Pop's case is not the only incident in Thailand where someone's wealth has helped them wriggle their way out of a bad situation. Youth Boss Uvidya is the heir of the Red Bull fortune that got away with ending the life of a police officer back in 2012. Boss accidentally crashed into a motorcycle cop while driving recklessly and continued to drag the cop's body along the road. He then left the body lying on the side of the road instead of calling for help. We have no idea how he was able to keep out of jail for so long, but it seems that his prosecution has been delayed multiple times because he refuses to show up. He has repeatedly used the excuses of being sick or out of the country for work, but we all know that that isn't true. Instead, Boss has continued living his life of luxury, which includes flying around in private Red Bull jets and staying in fancy hotels. We just hope that justice will be served sooner rather than later. When Prewa Thafasada Na Ayudhya was just 16 years old, she rear-ended a passenger van and recklessly ended the lives of 9 people. Prewa should have spent the rest of her life in jail, but was spared a harsh sentence because she comes from a wealthy, aristocratic family. She was only sentenced to 2 years in prison for her deadly actions. Her family also only had to pay 1/3 of the amount of compensation requested by the family of the victims. The worst part about this whole incident was Prewa's behavior right after the crash. She was photographed casually sitting beside her destroyed car while texting. "We don't know about you, but we can't understand how she was acting so nonchalant about the whole thing. But we guess that's just what happens when you grow up with a silver spoon in your mouth." Now that you know a little more about Thailand's elite, we're sure that you're dying to know how they spend their inherited millions. There are many expensive places to stay in Thailand, but the Kata Rocks Resort is known for being Phuket's playground for rich kids. Some of the world's richest celebrities like Beyonce and Jay-Z love to vacation in Phuket, so it's a no-brainer that it would also become a prime destination for the rich kids of Thailand. This 5-star luxury resort is absolute paradise, and it comes complete with spectacular views for all of their Instagram picture-taking needs. This resort even has a spa villa that allows the guests staying in it to be treated in their very own spa treatment room. Wouldn't it be amazing to wake up to room service and then get a massage without having to leave your room? And with the 4-bedroom penthouse starting at just $3,500 a night, this hotel is more than affordable for these rich kids with millions of dollars to their name. And if that price tag is not up to par with their usual standards, there's also the Siam Kempinski in Bangkok. This hotel is supposedly 6 stars, and a stay in their royal suite cost about $10,000 a night. Not only does this luxury suite include 2 bedrooms, it also has a private jacuzzi, massage room, bar, kitchen, gym, and study room. We don't know about you, but we'd never leave this hotel if we had the same funds as the rich kids of Thailand. Thailand is also home to a restaurant with a menu that is boasted as being the second most expensive set menu in the world. Starting at around $1,520 per person, this restaurant is definitely not out of budget for the rich kids of Thailand. These kids are also lucky to live in a country that is home to the restaurant Nam, which was voted the #1 restaurant in Asia. Nam has also made it onto the list of the world's top 50 restaurants at number 37. Known for cooking up authentic Thai cuisine, head chef David Thompson likes to keep the menu simple and lets the food speak for itself. And if the rich kids of Thailand are in an excessive spending mood, they can also consider renting out the rooftop dining area of the 5-star restaurant Labua. It costs about $15,500 to fully rent out the dome, but it offers the most beautiful view of Bangkok that we've ever seen. This rooftop dining area was also used for a scene in The Hangover 2, which we think is pretty cool. We'd like to switch bank accounts with the rich kids of Thailand just so that we could get to try all of the amazing restaurants at their disposal. Have you spent this entire video hoping to see inside the homes of the rich kids of Thailand? While we don't have the inside scoop on what their personal homes look like, we wanted to show you Bangkok's most expensive residences. The Icon Siam Super Luxury Residence project in Bangkok was first announced in 2014 and will be ready for occupancy at the end of 2018. The 146 waterfront residences are situated on the Chao Phraya River and will be expertly managed by the prestigious Mandarin Oriental Hotel nearby. They are being built as some of the most luxurious residences to ever be built in Bangkok, and $250 million has already been invested into making them. We bet that the rich kids of Thailand have already gotten their hands on their own piece of this expensive property. The luxurious penthouses were priced to sell at a hefty $16,000 per square meter. Residents will also be able to leave their cars at the front entrance area to be parked by an intelligent lift. This high-tech parking system will be the first of its kind to be used in the Bangkok area. Now, let's go back to the overall wealth of Thailand for just a second so that you can get a clearer idea of where all this money is coming from. According to Forbes, Thailand's 50 richest people are worth a collective of $123.5 billion. Remember when we introduced you to Per Chirathavat before? Her family actually ranked number 10 on a list of Asia's richest families of 2017. The Chirathavats alone are worth about $19.3 billion. And that Red Bull rich kid that's been avoiding jail for his deadly driving, his family is listed at number 22 on that same list, with a total wealth of around $13.1 billion. You know that your life must be good when Forbes announces to the world that your family is rich. If your family suddenly came into billions of dollars, how would your life change? We think that we'd finally buy ourselves a private tropical island and leave the stressful working world behind for good. Let us know what you would do in the comment section below. Although most of the rich kids of Thailand are wealthy because of their family businesses, there are still a few self-made success stories. Top Pierre Chapin is a college dropout, but that hasn't stopped him from founding a company that is steadily on its way to making billions of dollars in sales. It's worth mentioning that his family was very wealthy, but Top invested his own earnings from online gaming into starting his own business. His company is called Tauke NOI Food and Marketing, and he sells fried seaweed snacks. It might sound gross, but fried seaweed snacks are basically the East Asian equivalent of potato chips, except they get way more nutrients from the algae than we do from potatoes. Top's success as an entrepreneur first caught the attention of the media back when he was just 26 years old. There was even a Thai movie made about his life called The Billionaire. Top's seaweed snacks have been doing super well in Thailand, but he now has his sights set on breaking into the global market. In his own words, the next stop has to be the US, as that's the world's biggest snacking market. While the rich kids of Thailand live way more extravagantly than we do, we can't forget that they're more like us than we think. They still have to navigate through life's tricky ups and downs in the same way that we do. Unfortunately, money won't protect them from experiencing heartbreak or from grieving over the loss of a loved one. It won't save them from rejection or from failure either. Money might allow them to buy expensive things and to have amazing experiences, but it will never buy them true happiness. However, we'll be the first to admit that we're still insanely jealous of them all. That's all for Inside the Lives of the Rich Kids of Thailand. If you want to watch something similar, check out Inside the Lives of the Rich Kids of Dubai. Thanks for watching.